Hey, it's your girl Lay back with another pick a card video. I know it's been some time since I uploaded a video. I can't really explain to you why. I just haven't been in the mood. And I'm in my car, so I don't have a dedicated filming space, which is annoying. And I can't promise that I'll be more consistent, but I did feel like recording a video today. And we're just going to dive right in. No long intro. This is your love prediction for March, the month of March, whether you're in a relationship, single, dating, entanglement, all and anything, everything. Just a quick disclaimer, everything may or may not resonate. It is a general reading. I do offer personal readings if you want something more specific and detailed and personalized and tailored to you. Details are down below in the description box. So without further ado, we have 5 piles: pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4, and pile 5. No crystals, but I can tell you what the cards say. You have the first pile's opportunity, second pile says chance, third pile says reflect, fourth pile says the ocean, and the fifth pile says travel. So choose the pile or piles you are most drawn to, and you can fast forward to your reading using the timestamps down below. I'll see you at your reading. Hey, pile 1, this is your reading, your love prediction for the month of March. So you have unstick the stuck, number 46, opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. 18, radical honesty. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self-defeat, and self-denial. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. 2 of feathers, decisions, direction, and in reverse, I listen to opposing opinions. Okay, Power 1, your message is really powerful, okay? Super powerful. Like, this is a read you reading. I apologize in advance if I come off a little harsh. I'm just giving you what I see here. So with opportunity, it's pretty straightforward in the sense that you will be presented with, or you already have been if you have someone already, with the opportunity for a romantic connection. So if you're single, you will have the opportunity, and if, like I said, you may already have that person in your life. But if you do have someone in your life, I don't think you realize that this person is good for you, or such a great opportunity, a great person, and you could be in danger of letting this person pass you by, or you might self-sabotage the relationship. Maybe you don't think you deserve it. For those of you who would be meeting this person, you would be in danger of not recognizing this person and just letting them go. Yeah, and with opportunity, there's an actual storm. It says if you brave the rough seas. The storm symbolizes the shadow side of yourself, all that mucky, those hard things, the traumas, the hurts and the pain, the past insecurities, all those things we don't want to deal with. It's like it's boiling beneath the surface, and it's created this storm, and you have to confront that part of yourself safely, because shadow work can be you know not the best. Maybe you can consult a friend, a therapist, or just journaling. But you've been running from the storm, and the storm is starting to catch up to you, and it's starting to present itself in your life, in terms of your relationships, love and otherwise. And you, in order to recognize this opportunity, this person, this soulmate, you got to confront that aspect of yourself that you don't want to confront. And in March, it's going to come to a head. You have to be radically honest with yourself, super honest. You've been putting up a facade, or you haven't really been true to yourself in a lot of areas, not just love, and that could have led you to feel this stuck energy. And if you want to unstick the stuck, you've got to be honest with yourself and take off the mask, take off the armor. You're very hard. I think the crab has that outer protective layer, that shell. You have this shell, and it is hurting you because you can't let people in. But you need that love. You need that love. So you've got to learn how to, be honest with yourself and wear your scars proudly. She has a scar on her face. Wear your scars proudly and just be honest, and just it's a tall task. I don't think this will be fully resolved in just 1 month in March, but you're going to be, really digging deep, going deep. This is a pretty deep reading, pile one. And then with Two of Feathers, this is the only tarot card. I realized when I afterwards, this is more so an oracle reading. But anywho, it is up to you to, you have to make a decision. The soulmate type of person is coming to your life, is everything you want. You have to decide whether, if you're not ready for them, you have to decide whether you want to get ready for them and, be the person they need you to be, or you have to decide whether you're going to just let them go and let your stuff, your baggage get in the way, and let this person go. I don't think it's a bad decision either way, or a good or bad decision. If you're not ready, then if this person meant to be with you, they'll come back around. I do feel like you should work on yourself, of course, but I do believe, it's my belief, that you can work on yourself, while you, if you're committed, you can work on yourself while you have this soulmate type connection, this great opportunity. Like, you don't let this opportunity pass you by. If I could sum it up, the reading in one sentence, that would be it. Also, with I listen to opposing opinions, yeah, it's like sometimes people tell you things, or like the truth itself may be something that you don't want to hear, and you might want to shut it out. But again, it's time for some radical honesty if you want to turn your love life around, especially beginning this March. You got some decisions to make. You got your opposing opinions. You got two different, the white and the blackbird, the pink and the orange rose, and Two of Feathers, is the Two of Swords, I believe, should be swords, in this deck. And it's like, what are you going to do? It's up to you. It's your life, pile one. But I truly feel, if you're feeling this stuck energy, you got to make a change within yourself. You cannot control outer circumstances, but you can control yourself and what you do. And if you want to unstick the stuck, it's time to go in a new direction and try something new. But it's your love life, ma'am or sir. It is for you. But I do think, you're blessed. You're going to be blessed with someone, and you have the chance to be a blessing as well to that person. But you got to face those inner demons, as cliche as it sounds. We all have to go through it. But yeah, that's what your love life is looking for you in March. Let me know in the comments down below if this video resonated with you, or give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more, and thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye. Hey, pile number 2. This is your reading for March. Love, singles, couples, everything. So here are your cards. You have Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring in. Feed your artist. I give offerings that are genuine. In reverse, 14. Wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. I'm proud of myself for being able to read upside down. Anywho, 10 of Feathers in reverse, which corresponds to the 10 of Swords. Recovery, transformation, and then you have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Wow, another beautiful reading. These readings are so beautiful, so deep. So let's start with Chance. So yeah, you'll have an opportunity to, like, if you're single especially, meet a lot of new people. Just get out there. You never know, like I said, you never know what the tide may bring in. It's This is a an ask of you to be more open and, be a little bit more optimistic when it comes to dating, because you just never know. And if you're with someone, this also is saying take that chance to open up a little bit more and be more vulnerable. Like, give it an actual real shot, okay? Because I get a lot of pessimism from this pile. Give it a real good shot. And I really do think, the pessimism is warranted, because here I feel like you're oftentimes, when it comes to love, your hopes have been dashed, you've been let down, you've been hurt. This reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which talks about, a run of bad luck or just things not going your way. Life's ups and downs. You may have experienced a down period in your love life recently, and you're still kind of healing from that. But this could be a specific person or a specific relationship, where you got your heart broken, or it just ended and it just didn't turn out the way you want it to be, or just could just sum up a whole feeling or a whole period of just things not working out in your love life, and you're just, kind of over it. And you've lost that hopeful, optimistic mindset, but it's time to recover. As recovery, transformation, you're healing, and you're coming to terms with the past and the way things ended, or how things have gone, and you are transforming. You're letting that pain turn into wisdom, and you're transforming from your past relationships. But I just get the overall sense of being just more optimistic in love. Just be more optimistic, please, especially this month of March. With Feed Your Artist, I feel like you're a creative person. You could be an artist, a writer, some type of creator, a YouTuber as well. Creating is what lights you up. It's what you're meant to do. You bring something into this world. That's what you do, and you gotta feed that. So this is kind of not related to love, but I do think there's a reason why this came up, even though it's not necessarily love related. And it's because that when you create, when you do stuff like that just lights you up, that energy is attractive, like on an energetic plane. That is, even if you're like, not really conscious of it, like, it can be felt. It's like a ripple effect, and that attracts the love you want, when you're in your zone, when you're doing what you're supposed to do. And honestly, that could be how you meet someone, just doing something that really feeds your soul. And oops, you run into this person. Like, oh, you go to an art class and there they are. It doesn't have to necessarily be that way. Just in general, like, that light is attractive. Doing something you love and creating is attractive, and that is how this person will be attracted to you. You don't have to exert so much effort to go out and look. You should put yourself out there, like, with chance, and be open and optimistic. But like, in terms of attracting and manifesting, it's better for you when you are doing something that feeds your soul, creating. Now, with the engagement, here it is. I'm pretty sure you got excited when you saw it. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment, just like it says. A lot of you, if you're single, you may be meeting someone. If you're currently with someone, but it's not as serious, you may be becoming serious this month. And if you're already serious with someone, you could be even more serious. Okay. This is about ascending to a higher level, something committed, and just, again, that commitment to your creative goals, that is attractive. That high level commitment will bring that high level commitment in love as well. But yeah, I do feel like, just give it a chance, and you giving it a chance to be open and honest is going to lead to that high level of commitment that I'm sure you've been wanting for all of these years or months. Now, I do have a warning here. With I give offerings that are genuine. You gotta dive deep a little bit, similar sort of to pile number one. So if you're also drawn to that pile, watch that as well. But with this, I see like you haven't really been your authentic self. And this could go back to the creative. Maybe you just haven't been creating that much, but that's such an integral part of you. Not creating is fake. It's not genuine, basically. Um, when you create, it's like you're giving an offering to the universe, to like the universe sees you create that short story, and is rewards you, it rewards you with your manifestation. If that's love, that is one of those manifestations. But I say that to say, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I don't feel like you've been authentically yourself. It's time to get back to you, and getting back to you and just being optimistic as well, that is just going to benefit your love life. So I advise you, just to focus on yourself and just have be a little bit optimistic. Like, you never know. You never know. It's allow the universe to bring you what you want, instead of having. I feel like you want to exert so much energy. You want to do so much. Do less and just let it come to you. But it's time to be more genuine and like be unapologetically you. Radical acceptance. Radical acceptance this month. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know how it plays out. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you, and like this video for more. I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Hey, pal number 3. This is your love life reading for the month of March. Here are your cards. You have reflect, peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Number 202, overrate your intuition. 10, assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. King of feathers, logic, justice. That corresponds to the King of swords in reverse. A lot of reversed cards. I speak positively of others. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. From the romance angels. So don't be alarmed just because there are a lot of reverse cards. It's not a bad thing. It does indicate sort of blocked energy, but I don't think it's necessarily bad at all. So it just tells me this energy is blocked. So like, for example, with overrate your intuition, since it is blocked, I take that as you have not been listening to your intuition. Actually, that is a general theme for the month of March, like listening to yourself. You've just been logic, reason. That is the King of swords. Swords are that mental, cerebral, thought, logical energy, and he's the king of it. So that is you. That is what you like to do. You like to reason. You don't really trust your emotions. You don't really trust your intuition. So you could be one of those air signs that's all about intellect. So, but not necessarily, or have air in your chart. But I say that to say, yeah, you need to do much better job, especially when it comes to love, but anything in general, of listening to your intuition. I feel like this is a time for you in March to really reflect, look at yourself in the mirror, take an honest evaluation, and see, it says peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Honestly, really see yourself, not, through this thought logical prism, like really just like listen to yourself. I just want to just shake you, listen to yourself. In some aspect, some regard, you have not been listening. So this could mean in dating, if you're single, one reason why I may be single is because you haven't been trusting your intuition. And if you're with someone, your intuition could be telling you something different. It could be telling you this person is not for you, but you're still with them. And it could be the opposite. It could be telling you this person is for you, but you're pushing them away. So it just depends on you. It depends on the person. Different strokes for different folks. Take what resonates. But in general, you have not been listening to yourself. You've been, with playfulness, super serious, super logical, like late. I don't want to come off, it's too harsh, pile 3, but just chill out. Chill out, especially when it comes to love. Be more playful, lighthearted, and fun. Try to just inject some more fun, playful energy into your love life. Stop overthinking things. As the King of Swords, a thinker for sure. And I do have a separate warning about I speak positively of others. I would highly recommend not gossiping in the month of March. I don't recommend it in any month, but especially in the month of March, it could come back to bite you. So, and speak positively of others and of yourself. I think part of the reason why your intuition has been clouded or not as clear as it could be is because your thoughts, those negative thoughts, those limiting beliefs are taking over, and you're speaking negatively to yourself, which causes you to doubt yourself and not trust yourself and not trust your intuition. But you got to work on that. Work on, what you say to yourself. Check those negative thoughts. Check if, even if it may sound crazy, but if you're in your head and you're like, oh, I'm not good enough to do that, like, argue with it and be like, no, I am good enough, I'm capable, I've done this and that. Like, really really check those beliefs, especially this month when it comes to love, because that is a big factor. It has already been a big factor in your love life, you being so serious, logical, and not having fun with it. Be more childlike and just go with the flow more. Like, how children, especially when it comes to love, because nothing really has happened to them yet, so they're so innocent, and they just, they love without abandon. They don't think, they just act. Of course, as an adult, or if you're still, even if you're not a child, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, but you probably learned that it's not okay to act without thinking, and it is not for most situations, but I think there's a balance. Sometimes it's, you just got to do it. You just got to do it, go for it, and not think about it so much. I feel like it's a bit of an imbalance, because you've been in this King of Swords energy, and he's in reverse because it is too much. It's too much of this energy. Okay, it should be a balance of that logical. Balance the logical with the intuitive side. Okay, the emotions and the logic, and then ask for help. You're so proud. Leo, the lion. You could be a Leo. I don't know why. This is weird. So I was drawn to this deck for a reason. And this is the King of Swords, but I was like, why is there a lion? Why is there a lion? Because a lion, I think of Leo, which is fire. This is air, and it's a lion. And I was drawn to this deck to tell you you're being too proud. You're way too proud. You gotta look in the mirror again. Pride with your intellect, and pride, not asking for help. It's a major key. The key here, to if you want a change, or the key to reflection, maybe you could ask people, what do you think? What mistakes do you think I've been making in love? Or ask your partner, what could I work on? Right, you're too proud to do that. You gotta, you might not value other people's opinions, but I really feel like you might need to ask for help when it comes to like love life questions. Ask those around you. If you need help, ask your spouse or your significant other if you need help. It just, reflection is in order. Reflection is in order. So that's pretty much all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that makes sense. I hope it wasn't too harsh. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you, and I'll see you next time. Like this video as well. Bye. Hey, pile number 4. This is your love life March prediction. So I've laid out your cards. You have the Ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. 20, enough. You were born enough. Nourish the sacred feminine. 18, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I embrace the all. Reversed. The Star. Peace, healing. So this is your only reversed card. Interesting. Well, ma'am or sir, like, I'm kind of jealous. I didn't choose this pile. This is probably, my favorite set of cards, and wow. Just wow. Okay, where do I begin? Okay, I'll start here. The ocean, be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. This is my favorite card. Like, when I get this card, I picture someone who's so fierce, so badass, just so like, I don't give a I don't care what you gotta say. I'm me. Like, just do whatever they want. Just so unapologetically themselves, so inspiring, like the ocean. Like the ocean just does what it wants to do. It's so free. You're so free. And I think that is, very admirable. You may get a lot of admirers, like romantic and just like people in general, who just admire your confidence and your self-love and the way you carry yourself. And because with number 20, you're enough. So I do like the ocean. You guys, you have your pick. You have your pick when it comes to dating, okay? Because you just understand who you are for the most part. I'll get to this reverse card. Like, definitely better than most people. You understand your self-worth. You were born with enough. You were born worthy. You're born lovable. Everyone is. Just some of us struggle with that, but it's not as much of a big struggle for you. But yeah, for love, just keep being your confident, sexy, like self, passionate. This red. It's just, you turn heads, man. Yeah, I don't even know why you're watching. Your love life. I don't know. Maybe you're just curious. But so yeah, if you're single, like, of course you're going to continue, like you already have, to attract those admirers. You're so confident. But I do, with the sacred feminine, this is a call to be more in your feminine energy, whether you're male or female. If you feel like you're more masculine, whatever. This is about feminine energy, and feminine energy is receptive energy. So this says, focus more on attracting. Then you don't have to expend any energy. Like, they'll come to you. Receive more. If you're already with someone, receive more. Give less and receive more. Feminine energy, like, just fall back a little bit in the month of March. Heart to heart conversations. So some of you, if you're with someone already, you may have to have a deep conversation with your significant other, and like, be honest about your feelings. Maybe you feel like you have been overextending your energy and like giving too much, or like exerting too much energy, so you might want to talk to them about that. And if you're not with someone, or if you're like dating, be honest about your feelings when you're dating. Like, don't try to play games like, oh, I'm gonna wait 2 days before I text back, even though I really like them. Just be honest. Just lay it out there. Be vulnerable, and just be open. Of course, everybody doesn't deserve that, but with those people you feel like deserve it, they've earned your time. Just be honest about your feelings. But again, remain in that feminine energy of attracting and receiving. You don't have to do a lot. Okay, I'm telling you, you got this enough energy. You know you're enough, because you are. Um, Now let me have the star. Yeah, peace. I don't remember if I read your cards, but yeah, the star is peace, healing. Is a lot of readers, or there's a lot of people who like tarot. Their favorite card. I mean, it's a pretty good card, because it is about, hope, healing. You're so at peace with yourself. Like, I'm telling you, the star. Like, you could be sort of famous, or you could be like an influencer, or you have a large following, like, or you just, even if you're not like on social media, you just, people take notice when you come around. Like, they really notice you. Like, you just stand out. Okay. And again, that's so attractive. You're just in your element. So I say, pal, for just keep doing what you're doing. Just open up a little bit more with those who deserve it, and just practice that receptive energy. Just, but continue to be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free, because that really, when people see you, that really inspires other people. When they see you not taking less than you deserve, and just being yourself unapologetically, that inspires other people, or gives other people permission to also shine their light as well. So you inspire others, really. Keep it up. I embrace the all. So you definitely are, better at most at self-love, at knowing your worth. However, there's this little teeny weeny minute part of you that may come out in March or not come out, but like, bring your attention in March. Um, Again, embrace all of you. Embrace all of you, not 99.9%, or even the ugly traits, the traits you want to work on, or parts of yourself physically as well that you want to work on. Embrace it all. Radical self acceptance. And that is the key. Like, you're almost there. You're like at least 95% there. You accept 95% of yourself, or that 99.9% of yourself, but it's still that 0.1% that you're like, I don't like this. I want to fix that, and then I'll be perfect. No, no. Every part of you need to embrace, okay? And this could be also that the part you need to embrace could be that feminine side more so. Maybe you view femininity or like feminine energy as weak, which is untrue. um, or maybe there's a part of you that attracts like feminine kind of things, and you're like, oh, I don't like that part of me. Like, maybe this is just an example. Maybe a part of you does like want children, but you're like, oh, I shouldn't want children just because I'm a woman or because the society tells me to. And it's just an example, whether you're, male or female. And it's okay. It's okay to want those things. It's okay to want feminine things. It's okay to want to receive things. Maybe you're the person who always pays for outings, or you're well off and you do well for yourself. But it's okay to want somebody to treat you. You deserve to be treated as well. So really just practice, communicating that with others, and just continue being your badass self. Be your badass self, and don't be afraid to be honest with your feelings and emotions, and have a deep heart to heart conversation in the month of March. But looks pretty good, pal 4. I wish I picked this pal. I'm jealous. All right. I'll see you at the next one. Like this video. Let me know in the comments if it resonates with you. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile number 5. Welcome to your reading, your March love life prediction. This is going to get deep. Forewarning, I have a lot of beautiful different messages here for you. So here are your cards. You have travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. Woo! Wow. The distance of shiny things. 15. Wow, these two are like mirroring each other. I'll get into that. Yeah, 40, inner integration. There's peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. I invoke laughter, reversed 8 of feathers, which is the 8 of swords, reversed courage, solution. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Don't be alarmed by that. All right, where to begin? All right, I'll just start with travel. So some of you could be literally traveling for love, or you could be in a relationship that involves distance and traveling. Some of you could meet someone while you're traveling this month, literally. But let's talk about the figurative meaning that I really see here. So I see that you've been sort of focused on superficial things like looks or bank accounts, and that's been distracting you when it comes to your romantic choices. Focusing on the outer layer, not enough digging beneath the surface. So it's a message here to like really get to know your romantic partners, and not just go with what they tell you, or don't go with their representative. So like that first month, you don't really get to see that real person, because they're trying to impress you. Like they're interviewing, and it's like the job interview person and the representative, but not the real them. So you can get caught up in the honeymoon phase a lot of times, and just you don't really notice the real thing, the real them, the true colors. So this could already have happened. You could, you could have just gotten out of something like that, or this could just be a pattern you feel where you're like shocked in your relationships when like it's like they flip a switch to your partners and you're like, who is this person? This is not who you were last week. Who is this person? And it's because you didn't get to know them enough, and now that is them, that is the real them, but they were, lying. They had a facade up. So yeah, what you see on the surface is not the real deal. You need to dive deep. Like it says, travel, see the surface. It's not the same as diving deep to see the coral. And also just focusing on the coral, or symbolizing, the values, what really matters. How do they treat their family? Do they respect you? Do they treat you well? Do they value honesty? Do they value quality time? Or do they value um, respect for others? And you know that is what you should focus on in your current relationship and your future relationships, and you know the ones you might, whoever. um yeah, with the 40 inner integration, like you can see this image. The first thing that came to mind when I saw this, let me turn it or set up. The first thing that came to mind is like generational curses. I feel like you are breaking, or you are destined to break some generational curses, especially when it comes to love. So if the women or the men in your family, they have experienced toxic relationships, like your mom, and then you realize your grandma went through the same thing of abuse, and I just feel like you are that is not your story. That's not meant to be your story. Okay. So yeah, I do feel like there could be, or even if it's not just family, maybe your friend group, or just the people you surround yourself with, their relationships aren't the best. It could be a lot of unrequited love that you see around you. But just know, what you see around you doesn't have to be you. That doesn't mean that that's also going to be, what you experience. It's just what you've been settling for, but it's not what you deserve at all. No one deserves that. Um, so, to be honest, a lot of you could be this month of March, or already have, where I feel like you already know this. I'm not telling you. That's what the tarot or oracle, like, we don't tell you anything you don't already know, you know. But I do feel like you have suspicions that someone you're dating is not, it's not 100%. They're not for you. Like, they're not for you like they say they are. It's something that's missing. It could be attraction or chemistry, or it could just be the what's beneath the surface is missing. Maybe they look good on purpose, blah, blah. Maybe they look good on paper. They have the job, the car, the lifestyle, the looks. But it's just something missing beneath the surface, and it's like a mismatch of energies. Um, in a current connection, or a past one that you just realized. And I think that goes hand in hand with breaking the generational curses. Like, is as a pattern that you're trying to break, or you're going to be confronting. um yeah. And if you're single, I do feel like this has been a past pattern that spirit wants you to be aware of, like, especially if you're like dating. Really get to know them, travel, don't be distracted by shiny things. Okay, don't be distracted by what they say, or the flash, the glitz and glam. And then also be a little bit more lighthearted. Yeah, I invoke laughter. Like, laugh some more. Laugh some more this month. Have some more fun. I feel like you've been in your head. I see solitude. Maybe you've been really to yourself, and you haven't really been out there dating, or maybe you have withdrawn from your partner. But with Eight of Feathers, like, that is like that mental energy, like, of a mental prison, like, really just in your head, negative thoughts, just like a record player, record player going in your head of beating yourself up basically. And that's okay. Like if you falling for someone that you know is not for you, it's okay. Like and maybe you're mad at yourself for doing so, or like for getting played. You know, it happens. Just learn from it. Don't beat yourself up. And at least you have the courage, or you'll have the courage to get out of that mental prison and maybe a situation that is not good for you. So, but yeah, don't let them steal your laughter. Don't let them steal your joy. Learn from, the women and men in your family who've been through these type of toxic relationships, and just, you know, you know, do make the best decision for you. Have healthy relationships. It starts with you, but I do feel like you are taking that brave, it says courage and solutions. You're taking that brave, courageous step to, let it go. And like, just to even begin waking up, just be able to begin seeing the true form, the true person, takes courage. And with that courage, you'll find solutions. You'll find a way to get out of your head and to stop being, what's the word? To stop, making the same mistakes, basically, to break the pattern and to, really see people and let go of superficial, attractive, shiny things about them. But yeah, don't let anyone steal your joy in the month of March. I'm sorry that reading wasn't as, hopeful as I would have liked, but I gotta give it how I see it. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. Like this video for more and subscribe to my channel. Later.